Among these ruins, there are sources of power the ancients learned to manipulate. Of most concern, the wells of pure Azoth. Mirrodin became obsessed with hoarding as much as he could. The Tempest? Is that the champion corruption has chosen in this era? We shall have to learn everything we can about her. Wait. You have that look. Does the Tempest speak in your mind? Mirrodin had such power as well. Oh, how could so much have transpired while I toiled in that cave? I feel a fool for sequestering myself so long. If this Tempest is already amassing pure Azoth, then we are so far behind. Yes, the fountain of pure Azoth at this ruin dried long ago, but its residual power remains in the waters and in the guardians who protect the site. We must harness that power to recharge an ancient warding apparatus nearby. Years ago, I placed shield devices to absorb the power here. If they aren't fully charged, you can siphon energy from the Guardians. I must go on to Andrometus, so once you have the devices, meet me there. You handled that quickly and without complaint. It's been a long time since I partnered with someone so competent. People disappoint. It's an unfortunate fact of nature. Only time will prove if you're an exception. This apparatus once powered ancient wards for all these ruins. And recharging it will defend against the corrupted. There's some kind of fault in the eldritch boundaries. However, it may be impossible to repair. A glutton for danger, are you? I hope you have some measure of restraint. But at the moment, I'll take the bravado. The fault could be caused by a threat the wards identified and contained. Well, if I knew that, I'd have said so. If that does prove to be the case, if some entity has been entrapped, it will need to be released. So, that courage could very well come in handy. Good luck! twice now. You solved problems without coming back to whine about some complication. Was there some entity that had been entrapped in the wards? Ah. Ah, that's strange. I can't imagine why an elemental being would trigger ancient wards. Here, is that a specimen you collected? Let's see. The creature appears to have become blighted with some strange infection. I hope you took precautions gathering this sample. Whatever blighted this creature, we need to find the source of it. After I recharge the wards, I will need to study this sample carefully and check the area for more. Yes. That adventurous spirit is definitely your weak spot, but once again, I'll take full advantage. I'll work on the wards while you track this blight back to its source. Do be careful.
Once again, we meet on sacred grounds rendered sickly by an insatiable thirst for power. You should go. This time, there is no way to heal the land of the wounds inflicted by human ego. The repugnant incursion of corruption caused this blight. But that's what happens when humans traffic in forbidden power. Of course, your curiosity demands you see for yourself. Go on, then. There's no menacing demon, if that's what you fear. Rather just the tragic, polluted remnant of what was once a sacred pool. I have seen this too many times at this point. I will endure no more.
Nature is not our ally. Never question that, or you will pay for your ignorance. Together, we shall overcome.
can tell from here that the ruin and the angry earth who resided there are riddled with the blight. Let me guess. The Azoth fountain within had been claimed by the corrupted, by the Tempest. Recharging the wards proved impossible, so I knew the corrupted must have already come and gone. I once theorized the angry earth could have a reaction to the corrupted. Horrid as it appears, I find this blight fascinating. I must return to my cave to examine this specimen of the blight. It could lead to new defenses we could deploy against the corrupted. And then we'll need to secure whatever sources of pure Azoth remain. Yes, of course! Your fellow Soul Wardens! It will be critical that we strike back against the corrupted with both a martial and a magical strategy. Tell me, where are you and your allies based? I will meet you there. I do not know this place, but after I study the Blight, I will find Caerdan and bring my equipment with me. You have impressed me at every turn, you know. This could be a promising partnership.
I'm grateful to have you return, Soul Warden. Hasty decisions have been made, and we need your insight. But I know you've just returned from the Fen. Has Morgaine agreed to join our cause? I shall endeavor to put aside my grievances against the sorceress. Our circumstances demand it. I apologize for my abrupt departure. I hoped to strategize with Jonas, but he was already quite set on a plan of his own making. He's been gone for some time now. I had asked him to wait, but he refused. He had become deeply suspicious about the enemy's activities to the north, convinced they plotted some terrible campaign. Scouts from Great Cleave reported the rise of some new fell commander within the ranks of the corrupted. They had also witnessed enemy troops engaged in the preparation of siege equipment. Jonas felt action was demanded. There is an old outpost in the foothills to the northeast, and Jonas resolved that he and a handful of wardens would push through enemy lines and capture it. I suggested that task be left to you, But he refused to wait. Yes, fortunately. A scout returned with news Jonas had secured the outpost, but was in desperate need of supplies. I dispatched carts of food and ammunition, but they were intercepted, trying to get around enemy lines. I agree, but our secret passage into Great Cleave is lost. We have no choice now but to charge the gates. I suggest we split up, assault the gate, recover what supplies we can, and meet north of the front. Godspeed to us both.
Fie on the corrupted. Hail, sir! I am a worthy knight, come from afar in search of the Soul Wardens. But, alas, I was refused. It is no order for the elderly, they told me. Age has not dimmed my valor. I will prove this to the Soul Wardens. North of here lies a corruption stronghold known to hold their foul war designs. I intend to extract them, as it were. Indeed I do. But I could use an ally. What say you? Breach the interior, search the chests for plans, and I'll do the same. Afterwards, meet me north of the fort. troth, that was well fought. You have truly earned that most noble of titles, a passing good knight. No quarter for siege engineers! Let us take measure of these plans. What treachery is this? Those villains are building siege engines to wreak destruction upon the Soul Wardens. In sooth, I don't understand their exact purpose. But, wit ye well, they intend great harm to the Wardens. Verily, the siege engineers are toiling nearby. If we defeat them now, their evil schemes die also. Once more, I entreat your aid, not for my sake, but for the Wardens. Let's do it! At arms!
I managed to recover but a few crates of supplies. I'm glad to see you met with greater success. And repaired the cart as well. Oh, there's just the matter of the unfortunate scouts who fell to ambush. Neither did I. I suspect the corrupted marched the captives off to one of their work camps to the north. We can only hope their heart gems protected them, and they have not fallen. We must attempt rescue. I humbly acquiesce to your orders, Soul Warden. To be honest, it's a relief not to bear the burden of command. Nonetheless, if I reach the outpost and you do not follow soon, I will circle back. That you cannot prevent.
Now there is a face that renews my hope. Or did they capture you too? Don't worry. I have a plan. Or I did. I hadn't expected them to have hounds. We might need a new plan. The way is clear. Amazing! I suppose this is why Jonas holds you in such high esteem. Well deserved, it seems. But I cannot leave without the others. I swore to them I would get them out of this mess. This sounds like an order. And you are, of course, a superior within the Wardens, so I will obey. Let it be known that I do so under protest, however. I should like to have aided in rescuing the others. Next time, I guess.
Please, tell me you have a better plan than Yash. I don't doubt his enthusiasm, but his plan to rescue us got him caught too. I guess that's straightforward enough. I tried to run twice before, and they weren't too gentle, bringing me back. For his hoping third time brings me luck.
We were told that the supply passage was secure, but the corrupted waited there in ambush. I saw that Jonas managed to fight his way out. Did he make it to the outpost? Those are welcome tidings. I'd feared our time as Soul Wardens would be short-lived. Perhaps we have a chance against the corrupted after all.
That was the stuff of legends. The Soul Wardens are safe. For now.
When I saw Galahad coming up the road with those supplies, I couldn't believe it. And now, a rescue of our captured wardens as well. The outpost needed supplies and reinforcements, and now we have both. Yes, I deemed that was necessary, based on the reports from our scouts. Ominous activities are underway here. This new commander among the corrupted maneuvers with a confidence that only comes from an unbeatable strategy. Many of the Corrupted's most elite units have been pulled back from the front lines and redeployed to protect other activities. This commander seems to be in pursuit of some secret within the ancient ruins. My thoughts exactly. And that is why I deem the capture of this outpost to be of critical importance. Securing this location has been priority, however. We haven't been able to investigate the commander's new efforts. A solid plan. Galahad and I will look at ways to secure a broader swath of the territory. Search the ruins to the south. Our scouts saw the commander's forces there. We need to know what they were doing.